So it's important. But Chase can also do it. Chase can be a part of it as well.
I don't need to do it. I just want everybody to know that I remember.
Oh, okay. That's important.
All
Yeah.
right, all right.
Welcome to
Day
episode.
4.
No, hey, I gotta do the intro, bro. Welcome.
Taking forever.
Welcome to Mutants and Masterminds episode 4. Holy shit!
Oh,
The episode where Kelly dies.
Messed up,
Episode 4 listed as All the Luck. All the Luck.
Death and rebirth of Kelly.
Death and rebirth of a New Jersey god. All right, Miss Kapowski. What are your notes on last session?
Day 4, session 3. They gave us bran muffins for breakfast. I brought up that it might make us have to poop on a stakeout. Shade basically told me he wears diapers to be prepared for anything. Chase knows a lot about nutrition and breakfast. I'm worried that they might drug us with laxatives. I may never read again. We are going to simulate a bank robbery with hostages. We have 15 minutes to save all the hostages. I decided to negotiate while the boys did recon. After discovering no roof access, we decided to honeypot them. Chet pretended to be a helicopter by spinning really fast while Chase prepped to throw things at them. I go in to save the hostages and find they are taped to a bomb with 7.5 minutes left. To do, learn how to defuse a bomb. I post on Reddit a picture of the bomb asking if anybody knows how to defuse it. I disarmed the bomb. Sweet. Note to self, always carry a screwdriver. Be nice to Shatta, even if she's a dick to you. Also remember dispatch is a resource. The Crux, we learned, has an awesome cafeteria. We also learned it has built-in defenses in case a super goes overboard. Shade wants us to locate a room for him. It's like a labyrinth. I love that movie. We should avoid the reactor room and the pen. That's where they keep the super bads. We are looking for room 0. We should just not enter it, just find it. Shade is coming with us, but letting us lead. I told them about the McDonald's video where Ronald and friends got stuck in a maze and they learned that the best way to get out is to put their left hand on the wall and keep it there. We walk for over an hour and finally meet up with some janitors. I asked them about room 0 and they said there wasn't one. The janitors had on Kevlar vests. Weird. But I guess they're just on the same floor as the pen, so that makes sense. We take their directions to room 1 to talk to the head of maintenance. Instead, we wound up at the pen. 2 big titanium doors, don't go through them. There's another worker there putting up a sign leading to Arnie's office. We find Arnie. He kind of looks like Mr. T. He knows about room 0, but not where it is. Shade and Arnie had a conversation about the maintenance report, and it felt really coded. A red light goes off, and Arnie... It looks like I'm writing Annie because my R's and my N's are really close to being the same. So
Little Orphan Ani.
Ani says it's a prison break. I mentioned that gas I mentioned the gas, and I come to find out that it doesn't exist. Shade lied to us. Strike 2. We go out and find a dead janitor. Shit, this is real. There's a big dude out there chewing on a janitor. I guess his name is Cain. He called me a child. I swear to God, if one more person calls me a child,
You are a child.
happens.
You are a child.
We won. We put him back in his cell. Ani comes back with the SWAT. It seems like comms went down around the time Cain broke out. They came back on after we put him back. There was a theft on the loading docks, TVs, electronics. Why didn't Cain run? Question mark. The main door was wide open. Was he the distraction? I suggested a full complex sweep to make sure the theft wasn't the only thing going on. The end.
The end. And you guys took care of Cain without killing him. I think that should
Yeah, I
also be
said a fight
admitted.
happens, we won, and we put Cain back in his cell.
Yeah, okay. There you go. Chase, is there anything you would like to add? Real quick?
I threw a wrench. I threw a wrench really hard. And it knocked the scaly lizard dude out.
I think it should
Did you
also...
give-
Go
Did
ahead.
you give it 110%?
Honestly, it was like 98.
I think it should also be noted that Shep murdered a robot.
I did, in fact, murder a robot.
That robot had a family.
And we're not allowed to eat in a really nice cafeteria yet.
That is also true.
And Shade thought that was hilarious. You are still in the basement. Okay?
Look, we've been down here for 2 weeks.
I'm going to put you at the pen because you're still technically at the pen. We're going to pick it right up where we left off last session, okay? You have a sweep coming through. The other cells that Cain didn't pry open and try to eat the people inside have remained closed, and those inmates have not tried to leave. The inmates in question, Shade, and I don't. You could maybe just have told this to people. Firearm, which he's a one-armed person that uses a mechanical gun arm, so it's like a one-armed dude, but he's super spoopy. And Phalanx, who is a fucking crazy person who claims to be an actual Spartan from the Battle of 300 and survived.
Does he have 8-pack, like an 8-pack?
Goddamn 12.
12-pack. Okay.
It's slightly believable that Cain wouldn't want to open those anyway because those two are also badasses. Even Firearm without his weapon is one of the most talented mercenaries on the planet. There's no reason to start that fight. You know what I mean?
So you're saying these two guys are still in the pen, or
they're still in. To remind you, all of these are pods, right?
right?
They're small pods that can be rotated on large crane type system in the pen. So none of them are technically ever. There's not a grouping of them. There's only one attached to the exit or outside, quote unquote, area at any one time. The idea is that even if they break out of their cells, they can't technically go anywhere.
So, like, should we question them or something?
You could if you'd like.
Yeah, we need to find out how Cain broke out. So we need to not necessarily interrogate, but at least question those that are still around.
Do you think they'll tell you the truth or even answer your questions?
I don't know if they would answer me. Maybe somebody with better presence might.
Oh man, I was really hoping you would take care of it because you're like way smart and stuff. Like, I never got to read the comics, but everything I've heard is like that you were like always really, really smart and stuff.
I mean, I'm above average,
It sounds better.
but I don't know how frightening they're gonna find a young lady.
Well,
Well,
maybe it'll have like you know that effect when like you think that something's not a threat, and
opposite of intimidation.
yeah, like a disarming effect. Maybe they'll talk to you because they think they're not like don't think it's a problem.
So they'll talk to me because I'm not scary.
Possibly.
Shep, how's your presence? Do you feel really persuasive or intimidating?
Oh, you know me. I just try to blend into the background. I don't want to stand out anywhere. I just want to, do my thing, get in there. I mean, I can talk to them if you want to, but you know, I don't know. I can try to get some information out of them, but I mean, not a lot of people give me open information. They just mostly don't want me to stop talking.
Okay, not you.
That could be a tactic, though. Dear God, I will give you all the information if you just stop talking.
Corbin, this is not close to my favorite character you've ever played.
You know what? Like, I was thinking, like, lines of they're already like in prison. Like, what can we threaten them with, right? How much worse
Exactly.
can it get? But being stuck there talking to Chep,
I got to be honest, a lot of you.
There's got to be something in the Geneva Convention about
Well, technically, Shade.
this type of torture with the.
Shade, you would be aware. Technically, this prison doesn't exist. So.
Well, I know. I mean, that's something that we can do, though. We can offer them something better. We can give them something in return, as opposed to intimidating them.
I was thinking with your noodle.
So, but we would need to find out what they would want.
Shade, based on your past information, would you like to roll shit? What would this make sense as?
Let's see, what is shit under?
Shut your fucking mouth.
what is knowing criminal dossiers under?
Expertise.
I've got expertise streetwise.
Yeah, let's do that.
That'll do.
Yeah, let's see, that adds an additional 8.
That seems like a catch-all, just knowing bad guys.
See, that's already added in. So...
I think I'd let Kelly roll the same thing. Expertise comic books. Because Phalanx for sure has showed up in the comics. Which is a fucking rap. We haven't talked about that yet, but they put the real villains in the comics, and because they're bad guys, they get no money for the merchandising.
So a lot of the villains are college football players.
Oh God, NCAA, come on now, Laura.
What?
Would you like to roll comic books?
Sure.
You were in another place.
I was. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
My brain is tired, and so the ADD is strong. 20.
And what was yours, Shade?
11. She did much better than I did. She pays more attention to things than I do, obviously.
We'll just say that you've never personally dealt with either of these two, so you don't know them as people, right?
I don't know that.
Kelly,
Mm-hmm.
you read a whole thing with Phalanx when he went after Red Menace, who's one of the original Vanguards. It was a hell of a series, right? It was probably the height of his comics. You know, him as a villain, right? It was like Bane. He came in strong and then didn't really accomplish much after that. But he almost in the comic he almost killed the Red Menace. So what you know about him is he truly believes and says nonstop that he is an original Spartan of the 300 that served under Leonidas. The only reason he survived is he was kicked into the sea and Poseidon saved him. Now he is immortal, and his only love is combat. He must bring back the ancient Spartan ways. That is his drive.
Well, with him, and I explain all of that, he I mean, I could try and connect with him on the whole like pulled through time situation where you feel like you're out of time and not in the right place. But I can't really connect with him on the whole like, let's bring back Sparta.
Let's throw babies off mountains.
Well, like they're making tons of movies about that stuff now, and like even I can tell that like 300 wasn't really accurate and was just supposed to be an allegory for the U.S.'s excuse for their presence in the Middle East. But you know, like maybe he would like to be like, you know, an advisor on making those kinds of movies.
Hold up, time out. We are definitely slowly phasing in Chase as a movie buff, as a side as a side personality. He's a total moron, but he's a movie buff. Best I can do is
Bart.
subscription to MMA channel. That's what Bart says. You can get every UFC pay-per-view. There you go. That's a lot of money. Those are expensive.
So that's what I know about failings. Do you want me to go talk to him, boss?
Yeah, let's you and I head over there actually. And Chase and Shep, I want you to talk to the guard in charge. See if there's any type of video, any type of surveillance that was going on during this time.
Okie dokie, boss.
See if you can get a hold of that, take a look at it, see if you notice anything strange.
All right, yeah, 10 for a good buddy.
All right, let's do the Kelly Shade thing first. Just arbitrarily. Fuck it. Let me get Phalanx in here.
I'm going to mute for a second. I've got a coughing fit going on.
Oh, you're fine. My allergy's been doing that for, like I said, a couple weeks now. My allergies... Go ahead, sorry.
It went down the wrong pipe when I took a drink. That was the problem.
Oh, that's the worst.
My allergies have my ears popping constantly. I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it so goddamn much.
Yeah, this one's been going in and out a lot.
I hate the spring. Love summer. Hate spring. Hey. This is Phalanx. Name that movie, Corbin.
I don't have Twitch up.
It's Gerard Butler. And he's shirtless with some trees behind him.
That would be Phantom of the Opera.
Yes, Phantom of the Opera. You're correct.
Okay.
He played the damsel.
You might as well have.
All right, I think I'm better.
Okay, good. Use you approach.
Hello, Mr. Phalanx.
He's doing calisthenics in his cell.
Good for you. Way to keep fit in confinement.
What do you want, small child?
I am not a child. My name is Kelly Kapowski. I'm sure you know my associate Shade.
I know of your associate, yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know all about you. Granted, I'm learning that the comics aren't always 100% accurate, but original Spartan should have died in the ocean when you fell into the ocean, but got saved by Poseidon himself, which is pretty pretty spectacular, seeing as how like Poseidon isn't even one of the Roman gods, but actually Greek. But pretty impressive that Poseidon would like cross over religious boundaries to save you.
We know Sparta's in Greece, right?
I don't remember. I'm a 13-year-old making a trying to get in his head.
Geography was not her.
Yeah, geography's not Kelly's A+ area.
What are
They did
your
not worship Neptune
Bar-
instead of Poseidon.
Bars would like
have Where in the World is Carmen San Diego yet?
Bars would like you to ask, what are
No,
your
we
opinions on Kevin Sorbo?
Yeah.
Christian Heracles.
I think there's only one opinion on Kevin Sorbo, and that is disappointed.
Disappointed.
Anywho, want to like continue training and fighting and bringing back the whole like Spartan Empire or Spartan style of fighting. That's admirable. I too have traveled through time. You see, I appear as though I'm 13 here, but I woke up one morning and it was like 1993, and now I'm here.
He stops working out and starts walking toward you. Right up next to the bars.
That is very close.
Will this affect when dinner has arrived?
You know, I don't know. Because, see, here we had a break-in. Or a breakout, I guess. You know, Cain, who was down here, he got out. So, threw off a bit of the schedule of things, because, you know, we all lost communication with each other, and the lights went out, and we didn't really know what people were. So, you know, that really could have thrown off dinner.
He walks away. You are not useful.
Oh, I'm very useful. You know, but you could be useful, too, if you wanted to tell us anything you knew about the Cain breakout.
Why would I talk to you?
Because I have a direct connection with the HQ and could possibly get you a better dinner. Delivered a little faster. Lots of protein. Lots of protein.
He points at Shade. He has direct connection. You are a child.
No, I'm part of the Vanguard. You want to see what I can do?
Open gate.
No, not like that. I mean, I don't really do that. I don't want to fight you. I know that that's what you want. I know that you want fighting, and that's a thing that you desire. But I also think you would like bacon and avocados for breakfast. You know, keto diet, keep you lean and cut.
How far away are we as we're talking to the guard?
You would be the opposite side of the pod, which, now that it's really full of people, would kind of be far away. Like, it's only like 60 feet, but there's probably 30 people in here talking about random shit and doing their thing.
Okay.
So
I wouldn't have a chime in comment.
okay, yeah. I was just, I assumed it was something about being able to overhear, but yeah, this would be kind of not doable.
Okay.
He goes back to his bed and starts doing tri lifts against the bed. He lifts himself. He touches his butt to the ground, then lifts himself up behind his back.
That's impressive. That's really impressive. Yeah. I can do that too. I can also jump 160 feet, leap tall buildings. I've got a really cool yo-yo that does fun stuff too.
Roll persuasion.
Okay. Hey, it's better than my history.
Yep.
18.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, is it meltdown?
Is everything okay? Oh no, he tore a couple pages out of one of his books. He is working on the turning pages thing still. Everything still happens at 100% power.
Yep.
Yep. What'd you roll?
18.
18. Okay. His door opened. His collar removed. He walk out. That's it.
But how did he remove his collar? How did he get his collar off?
It fell off. Now go away and bring dinner.
You've been very helpful. I'll make sure you get an extra side of protein. Or are you carb loading? Which one?
Olive oil.
Olive oil. Fancy schmancy. Do you just drink it? Like, I've heard of people drinking apple cider vinegar for their health, but I've never heard of people drinking olive oil for their health.
I'm Greek. Fuck off.
I'm aware that you're Greek. I'm Italian, but I don't, like, order a side of marinara with everything. Okay.
So, Phalanx, is there anything else that you know? Anything else that you picked up on? And while you're thinking of that answer, you might want to be thinking of perhaps one thing within reason that could make your stay here just a little bit more comfortable.
I don't know, Shade. I offered him extra protein, but he didn't seem to want it.
He gets
I'm talking beyond food.
He gets an aggressive look in his face and then reapproaches the bars. You'll die, Vanguard. You'll die. Cain talked to himself. I think he finally lost it. But I think he has help.
Are you sure he was talking to himself and not to somebody else?
Well, that's for him to know. For you to find out. When I run my spear through your chest, Vanguard, you will know. You will know oblivion.
You know, it's funny, though. You don't seem to have the same type of friends that obviously Cain had. So for now, you're on that side, and I'm on the free side.
Free in the prison that don't protect you. And let people like him go. Good luck, Vanguard.
Now,
Good
you
luck.
can tell we took care of him quite easily.
I feel sorry for you. Not in like a mean way, but legitimately. Like, you talk about the Vanguard and how we're all gonna die. But at least we have that privilege. You're gonna be here forever. If I remember right from the stories, you are immortal. You can't die. You'll never know peace. You'll never know life after this one. You'll just slowly watch everybody that you've ever known and loved pass away and move on. And you'll be here alone. That sucks.
I
See
am
ya!
2134. Nice try. Child. He just goes back to working out. Oh, and child, don't tell people you're Vanguard when you don't have badge.
Sorry, was he talking to somebody?
Nah, don't worry about it. Let's move on. I pull over one of the guards that happen to be there.
Mm-hmm. No, none of the guards that were there are alive.
No, I mean since they've
Oh, okay, yeah,
the ones who have arrived.
right.
I
Sure.
want to make sure that Cain's cell is completely ransacked.
Okay, yeah, do it. We're gonna go to Chase and Chep. The choo-choo express.
Choo-choo express. Okay.
Well,
You heard them.
I'm writing in my notebook, and I'm going to show Shade something in my notebook. Not saying it out loud. I'm just going to show it to Shade. So I'll
Okay.
send you a message, Patrick.
Does the GM get to know?
I'll send. You can maybe when we talk about it.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, Chase, you heard Shade. We've got to interrogate this guard for video evidence. We're not going to take no for an answer.
Interrogate seems kind of harsh, bro. Like, I feel like we could just walk up and ask him if we can spool through, you know?
Oh, I mean, if you go with that approach, I mean, we can do good cop, bad cop. You'll be good cop.
You don't... A straight face here. We don't... No.
Ain't try to be bad cop.
Oh, man. Hey, just chillax and use your, we're going to have some footage to go through, and we need you to keep your peepers ready. Got to stay focused.
My eyes are on this guard to watch for any sudden moves of him trying to escape the
All right.
interrogation.
You approach a guard that's on the protected console. It's protected because he had to go through a two-step verification process to actually open the panel in order to access the computer at all. He's right near the entrance. He's part of the pod.
Okay, Buster. We need to see the video evidence. What happened here?
Yeah, if you could let us spool through that'd be great, please. Shade says we have permission.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, go ahead and look at it.
Interrogation successful. Good cop, bad cop. Never fails.
We all knew how that joke was gonna go, and we.
All right. Yep, pound it, bro. We got him.
All right.
I had to break out the Buster word, but it gets the job done.
I would
You don't want to throw around the B word too lightly.
I would
Nope.
like both of you to roll technology, please. Tweedledee and Tweedle Stupid about to figure out if they can use this computer.
The files are in the computer.
12.
Where the hell is technology under? Oh, God. Oh, God. So that's just a D20 with nothing attached to it. Why is this thing... Oh, it's frozen on me. 16, it could be worse.
Chase is able to figure it out. It might be the folder that says security footage. Pod F. You cycle through, you look at the most recent file, you go back the appropriate amount of time. It is time stamped and live recording at all times.
Mhm.
How far do you go back? You know what time you got there.
Well, if there's a visual of it, I would go to, like, okay, Cain's still in his cell. Cain's not in his cell. Okay, let's move back to when he was still in his cell, but about to leave.
So, you get a full look at it's pretty common. There's 3 guards wandering around, kind of doing nothing. One of them's actually shooting the shit with one of the inmates that is dead. There's nothing out of the ordinary happening. Then, all cameras, which includes a camera in every single cell, and 4 cameras aimed at the central area. All of them go gray for 45 seconds. Not static, gray. Time continues to run. You still see the timer. You still see that it's playing in normal time. After that 45 seconds, you start to see your mid-desolation of these people. Yeah. True snuff film. Not interested.
I go back a little bit to like where it's like the timer's still going. It's not like the camera's like out.
Well, yeah, what we call here is throwing a blanket over the security cam while you rob a McDonald's.
Chep has a checkered past.
That's a very good that's a good observation, dude. Like, yeah, it seems like something just got thrown over the cameras, but how could it get thrown over every camera?
Simultaneous blanket attack.
That's my new favorite EDM band. Simultaneous blanket attack.
So it's a super group with some of the members of Team Sleep.
One of the Daft Punks.
Yeah, and one of the Daft Punks. Man.
And Skrillex's hair. That's it.
Fuck. All right, I'm gonna go a little bit further before they're gray. Like, probably like 10 minutes before. See if anything else funny is going on a little bit further back.
Is there a particular camera you're looking at, or just all of them in the wide?
I think I would look for one. I would look for an angle where I can see a lot of the other cameras from.
Again, all of the cameras are. It's sort of set in a 4-grid, covering the entire main area, and then every individual cell has one camera in it. So
okay, you know what?
There is no actual camera that covers all other cameras, but yeah.
Okay. Then I would watch a camera that checks who's coming in.
One that sees the main gate. The directly before it goes gray, you can see a green light appear above the main door. Now it is still closed, but a green light does appear. Maybe 30 seconds.
And then before I see who comes in, the cameras go gray.
Yeah.
Who opens this door?
There's nobody, none of the guards are anywhere near the entrance.
All right.
Do you need a pass to get in that door? Or a security card or anything?
The light went green, so I would assume they had access, whoever got in.
You've needed
And
security access.
Everything went gray after they got in.
You've needed security access to get everywhere in this place, including the cafeteria. I have to assume the prison.
And all the guards that are currently in here were not anywhere near this block.
You wouldn't be able to see from this, but you came running in. You guys came running in pretty soon after. You can see that on cameras. Pretty soon after it opens. Well, pretty soon after the gray. When the gray goes away, the door is open.
Mm-hmm.
You guys come in maybe less than a minute later.
Quick question. Is there a camera watching this station?
Yeah, the same camera that covers the front entrance. The same one he's
Gotcha.
looking at.
Gotcha.
This is it's basically a security locked panel behind a wall panel, right? You have to scan in order to open the panel to access the computer at all.
But there's nobody monitoring the cameras.
Not from here.
Well, if this was caused by an individual, the individual who came in there, I mean, he did everything. He or she or it did everything right. Like they somehow got a blanket over every camera. They took out all the witnesses, and somehow got the cameras grayed out before he could even be seen.
But for what
Unless-
purpose? There's nobody new in here, and everyone that was here, Cain and Spartan Man, are still here. So if they were trying to break out somebody, who were they trying to break out? And they're trying to get in. Where's the person that tried to get in?
Kelly was saying she thought maybe this was some kind of distraction.
Would be. Or maybe they were just trying to get a message to somebody. Or get a message from somebody.
This makes my head hurt, dude.
Or maybe they were trying to check on the status of something in here.
Is that 45 seconds of gray the only time that there is missing footage? I'm like,
Yep,
flipping
that's
through.
it. You can scrub back through the rest. The last 3 days actually are still kept in here. That's it.
Well, I don't know. I don't know enough about these things to know if something was taken, if any information was taken from this panel, but like, there's no other missing footage.
Bars. I just read with bars. That's fucking hysterical. There's a lot of good comedy in this campaign so far.
Anyway, this
Okay.
sucks, man. We'll just tell Shade. He'll figure it out.
You guys reconvene together, the four of you. Unless, Kelly, you wanted to talk specifically to Shade about the thing you said. Okay. So the four of you reconvene. The four of you Okay. The four of you reconvene.
You'll be pleased to know, Shade, that the interrogation was successful.
Interrogation?
Yep, we interrogated that guard just like you told us to, and we got the video evidence.
That wasn't quite what I asked you to do. Not even close. It was just asking for permission to look at the surveillance video.
We got permission and we looked at the surveillance video.
Okay. So what did you discover then, guys?
We discovered that before the incident started, there was a green light at the front door. Someone was coming in. But for 45 good seconds, the timer's still running on the camera, but everything's grayed out. By the time the camera comes back, carnage has ensued. Somebody with the ability to get in here, whether legitimate or not, I suspect legitimate since the green light came on, came in, and suddenly nothing worked. And then they're gone without a trace. And left no witnesses. Seems
So when the video came back on, it was obviously after Cain had escaped. Was it after? I mean, did it catch us coming in? I'm
did.
trying to figure out when the video comes back on.
It did catch us coming in.
yeah.
About a minute before that is when they come back on.
So did it also catch what Cain had done to the guards here then?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so it caught the bloodbath.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit queasy actually.
Well, I'd like to say I wish you hadn't seen that, but then again, I'm glad that you did. You got to know what you're up against, being part of the Vanguard here. So, when you say that it grayed out, I mean, was it like the cameras were covered, or did it go to white noise, that type of gray?
More like they were covered with a blanket, sir.
Really?
Solid gray.
How many cameras?
All of them.
How many angles would that be, Mike?
That is 5 cells. No, that's not true. Yeah, that's 5 cells in total, with 4 cameras in the middle, so that's 9 cameras.
I think 9 cameras.
9 HD UK, audio included.
So it records the audio that's happening in the cells individually.
However, there is no audio from the 45-second period either.
Well, yeah, no audio from the 45 seconds, but in the days leading up to it, can we see the video from Cain's cell? See, Phalanx told us that Cain was talking to himself.
Well, yeah, you could watch that, and yeah, he was muttering to himself a bit, but like,
Can we catch any of what he's saying? Enhance it?
Hands.
You know, that's something that I think we should turn over to the technicians here. But that's a good point. We need to check to see. You said the green light came on. That means somebody had access coming in. We need to check any records of who may have come in during that time. My big concern is how 9 cameras get covered all at the same time.
any of the folks locked up in here have powers that just magically take out cameras?
Either that or anybody with telekinetic powers. But again, they would have to have been outside of their cages.
The 2 dead criminals are, one is of 0 powers whatsoever, mobster just prolific, and the other one has fire powers, can summon fires. So that's
I have a thought.
That's a no.
I have a couple of thoughts, but I need to stew on them a little bit. Can we go get some like pizza? Can we go to a actual restaurant? Or somewhere in town? The bar? Can we go to a bar? Can we go somewhere?
Well, you have to be 21 to go into the bars.
Well, okay, not the bar, but you know what I mean. Can we go get like
Right.
burgers or something? Since we can't eat in the very super fancy cafeteria, I saw all that food and now I'm wanting something delicious.
I think it's probably a good idea for us to step away and maybe have a conversation.
Shade, when was the last time you didn't eat in the cafeteria?
They pay for it. I live on adult mac and cheese from the cafeteria.
That is 100% on brand, I think, for Shade. Just whatever he can pop in the microphage. Microphage?
Yeah.
Microwave.
Microphage?
I'm on my 4th one of these. Pinkies.
Oh, yeah, pinkies.
Yeah, we haven't done a
Have to
pinkies
grab
yet.
another drink.
Yeah, you guys can walk out at this point then.
I mean, before we take off, are we sure that there's nobody else escaped, nothing going on? I mean, I think you guys were onto something when you said this was a distraction.
We had Shatter looking into if anything else was happening within
Yes, you did.
The compound.
You would all
Okay.
you would. I mean, Shade. You would also be brutally aware that there's just under 8,000 current employees that work in
Right.
the Crux at any one time. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good time to step away, maybe from the Crux.
All right, boss. I'm not. Yeah, pick anywhere. I don't have much of an appetite after what I just saw.
Burgers, pizza, Thai food,
Or Thai food on pizza.
Thai chicken pizza,
Thai chicken pizza.
Thai chicken pizza,
Why does that sound really good, actually?
It-
California Pizza Kitchen, California Pizza Kitchen. Sorry, I got really excited. Mom would only take me there on my birthday.
Did you look up New Jersey restaurants?
No, I just know that California Pizza Kitchen makes a Thai chicken pizza.
Okay.
You can buy it in
Probably didn't in the 90s. In the 90s, you would have been excited to go to Chuck E. Cheese.
I was a more advanced child than that.
Charles Cheddar.
Yeah, I wanted to go to Cheddar's.
All right. On your way out, there is something I want to do real quick. You get over the comm Shade. Shade incoming from Tau. Shade coming from Tau.
This is Shade.
Hey, Shade, what's up, man?
We got a mess down here in the pen. That's what's up.
Yeah, I got informed. That's awful. You want me to hang in, check out, kick the shit out of Phalanx again?
No, that. Well, I mean, if you want to, I'm not going to tell you not to, but not something I'm going to encourage. He kind of gave us some information.
Okay. I was looking into that thing on the loading dock. It's a little more than the original, just stuff got moved around. The whole truck's gone.
Do we know what was in it?
It's all just, tech stuff, but nothing important. TVs, fiber optics. They were supposed to do a whole revamp of our rooms. Go figure. It was just going to be simple cable stuff. But, truck full.
We didn't have a GPS system on that truck that we could relocate. Any load jack?
Independent contractor. No, gone. They were just shipping it from Denver. But the truck has disappeared. Pulls away on cameras. Leaves Crux cameras. Leaves full city. Disappears. Never makes it back. And they should have been able to stop just outside of town for a fuel up. Actually called it in. Driver by the name of David Hernandez.
We run a background check on him at all?
Oh yeah, clean act. Couple of small stuff when he was a kid. Technically wiped clean. No powers.
I'm not so concerned about something being stolen. I'm concerned something about being, well, yeah, something being stolen, but something more like being smuggled out of here. I don't think what we're looking for is the tech that's in the truck itself. I think with what's going on, what happened down in the pen, is that a major distraction for something else that's going on?
That's what I thought too, man. I went and looked into it. I looked at the timings on everything. Not joking. Same time. Exact same time.
So something may be taken out of here that, maybe we're not so concerned about the tech, but something else. We gotta find out more about what's going on down there at the dock. Keep investigating into that.
Yeah. I'll talk to Shada and Synapse, see if we could do a full sweep.
Yeah, have both them report to me
Got
as
it.
well. Okay?
Oh, just heads up. I don't know you heard yet. Protector's on his way back when he heard.
I figured as much. And we still have a concern with something else down here, other than the pen. So yeah, something's definitely happening that's just not right.
Okay. Alright, head up, man.
All right. Thanks for the update.
Aloha, mahalo.
Out of character, who dat?
That's Tao.
He's hot.
He is hot. Tao is, Kelly, you would know this, he is the living embodiment of Sun Wukong.
Yes.
He's from Hawaii, he is from Chinese descent, and he is the living embodiment of Sun Wukong.
I think I love him.
Yeah.
It's fine.
He's only 27, but he has the staff of Wukong, and he claims that he has the spirit of Wukong flowing through him.
Sick.
I made some dope ass NPCs. I'm just saying, you're not gonna talk to most of them.
How do you spell his name?
Tao. Tao. Tao Xin Zhang. Chang, I guess, is the whole. Tao Xin Zhang is his actual name. He's a Hawaii-born Chinese parents.
All right. So we are now heading out of the Crux. And going for Thai pizza.
Yeah, get some pie pizza. Get some pie pizza. I mean, this is a massive city, so you'll be able to whatever you make up. I'm gonna say that exists.
It's Thai chicken pizza from California Pizza Kitchen.
There you go. There you go. We're back in the streets.
To the California Pizza Kitchen for some.
That's going to become a thing for. So not Pizza House. That's what Bars asked, and I'm now asking that as well. We're not going to Pizza House?
It can be Pizza House so that we aren't copywriting anything, aren't in copyright infringement.
And it's a tip of the hat to Lincoln.
The Butter God demands a Pizza House.
We can call it Lincoln's Pizza House.
Lincoln's Pizza House.
I'm glad you guys decided on Pizza House instead of California Pizza Kitchen because, like, I lived in California for, like, a lot of my life, and I don't feel like their pizza's really like that.
God, I really want Thai food now. You guys suck.
Yeah, I mean, dude, the moment that's been brought up, I want a banh mi so fucking bad. Wait, is that Vietnamese? I don't know.
I think banh mi is Vietnamese.
Son of a bitch. All right, I'm racist. That's fine.
But I could be wrong because I also thought that Spartans weren't Greek. Again,
100% Greek.
look at someone got a bath.
Headphones.
Did you?
Lincoln.
You see that?
Lincoln, we're going to the Pizza House. What do you think of that?
Pizza House.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna get Thai chicken pizza.
Thai
Yeah.
pizza?
Thai pizza.
Pizza?
It's awesome.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Pizza's the best.
Pizza is the best. I had pizza for dinner and ate too much now.
Do you have a bath?
So bye-bye.
Okay, say
Say
bye-bye.
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 Bye.
Love you, buddy. Give me a kiss. Yeah, bye-bye. Oh, I love you. I love you. I love you. Give me a kiss. Yeah, you're giggling. Okay, come here. All right.
So goofy.
What a cutie.
My kids hated baths.
He adores water.
Yeah.
Anytime,
lucky.
anytime we can get him in water, he's all about it. I mean, yeah, he's gonna be a swimmer, Corbin.
Yeah, there were many times I thought of filling up the bathtub for my kids.
Oh no!
What the fuck?
It's the most fucked up thing you have ever said. Fucking ever. Take
Is
it
it
back.
though? Is it the most?
Oh,
Come on.
I think it is. I think it is. Oh my god.
Okay. So we go to
Next time I see one of your daughters, I'll tell her that.
we go to Lincoln's Pizza House.
They'll probably say, "What I do now." All right, we're heading out for the pizza house. During that time, I just text Shatter saying we need security information on who tried to enter just before the incident.
You immediately get back a text. Logs say no one. Already checked.
Prior toe? No.
Prior toe. Prior toe is the worst NPC. Friar toe. Well, now I gotta make a friar toe.
Okay. So yeah, we're heading to the pizza house.
Can I get a soda?
It'd be like 5 at this point.
Yeah. Why, is there a certain time you can't have soda? Like after 9 p.m.?
No, it's more so like when you go to a restaurant and you order something other than water, it's like an unnecessary expense. My family didn't have a lot, so like soda was a luxury.
Miss Nikki doesn't like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of context, my friends from Germany coming over to the States and discovering free refills for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
It was insane.
They're like,
Did you make them try root beer?
Europeans and root beer is crazy.
Yeah.
I hate it because it tastes like their toothpaste.
The guy I knew said cough syrup. Tastes like his version of cough syrup from Italy. Yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
I would get fucking hammered all the time if that's what cough syrup tastes like.
Yeah, the other thing that blew their mind was Valentino's buffet. Just the amount of wasted food.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a buffet in general to a European would just be mind-boggling.
I can't think of the last time I went to a buffet because that shit drives me nuts.
It's not even good food. It's just mass
No.
amounts of food.
No, it's not good food. I remember being in my early 20s, 21, and Golden Corral was the best thing in the world. And now, if somebody else, because I would never choose it, if somebody else makes me go to a Golden Corral, this happened about 1.5 years ago with my father, I got so mad at him. I got so mad at him that he was going to make me go to a Golden Corral.
My
loves Chinese buffets.
my parents and
Ugh.
my aunt and uncle get together once a month, and prior to the pandemic, they would my uncle's my aunt and uncle in Lincoln would always choose the Golden Corral. And since it was in Lincoln, they always wanted me to come along since I was here. And it's just like,
It's garbage.
well, and it was for lunch, so you don't even get the good stuff. You don't get the shrimp. You
Garbage.
don't get the steak. You don't get the. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho, I would like to try to get a vehicle I'm going to grab my own car.
Oh, were you good? Kelly, you're gonna drive in the Shade Mobile.
No, this is Dr. Thaddeus Kildare's car, not Shade's vehicle.
What does Dr. Thaddeus drive?
Well, it's a Mercedes, of course,
Mercedes van with blacked out windows.
but it is not. It has not been touched by the Crux.
It is nondescript, other than its sign that says.
So how
Bleach.
far do you go? I'm assuming it's like a nearby parking garage or something like that. But how far do you
Right.
actually walk to like a nondescript?
I would
Parking
say
garage.
about 4 blocks to a nondescript parking garage
Okay,
because I wouldn't want to park it on
anywhere near, yeah,
Crux property.
yeah. Okay, hey, he takes you to a nondescript parking garage 4 blocks away, and there's a car, Mercedes, a nice one. You're driving to get pizza at the Lincoln Pizza House, which of course
Yeah.
is
Kapowski, you want to drive?
Seriously?
No, I'm just fucking with you. Get over.
But that means I got shotgun, bitches.
Do we have to take our shoes off before we get in?
No, I've got someone who cleans it.
Oh, that's mean. You know, Cheese doesn't like riding in the back of cars for some reason.
I do know that.
I didn't want to ride in the back of the. It's fine. I can
Also,
sit
it's
in the back.
specifically police cars that you don't like riding in the back of.
Yes, moving on.
Shade, is your car like connected to the Crux? Like, can they talk to you through your car?
I get this thing checked out weekly, and as far as I know, there's no association with the Crux at all with my car.
So I can like tell them what I wrote on that note to you?
I still think we should wait.
Okay. You just tell me when.
all right. You get to the pizza place. 3 Michelin star Lincoln Pizza House is
Over high scale. Now.
it was ordained by the butter god. What else are we gonna do?
I was hoping it would be a dive, but just like really good.
Right.
Feet
Kinda like,
are down.
kinda
It's
like
a
Wave
3.
Pizza
It's
in
a 3
Grand
Michelin
Island.
star dive. Come on now.
Okay.
Yeah, I was kind of picturing the Wave Pizza place in Grand Island where it's just it's a fucking dive, but the food is so good.
You know what I'm picturing in my head? The afterlife from Cyberpunk. But they just have pizza. That's a better place if they just have pizza. You know what I mean? All right. Yes, you're in a cool ass bar. There's a live band playing somewhere. You're
Not animatronic.
Shade. You walk in a door that
Welcome to Pizza Town, Pizza House.
you park in a place and walk in a door that only employees use. Nobody seems to bat an eye at you walking through. Okay? You find what should be what looks like a nondescript door. You walk through and there's a bit of a solitary room. Mr. Shade, what can we get you this evening?
Give us just a couple seconds. My friends here haven't been here before.
Absolutely.
All right. And we can keep it private.
Absolutely, sir.
Excellent. Thank you. So what I recommend here is pretty much anything. But I know that we've kind of been hitting at that Thai chicken pizza.
That does sound so good. Just every time you say it.
I'm good with anything that looks as little like human entrails as possible.
All right. So you're alone in this room.
So guys, I got to tell you, I'm pretty proud of the way you handled that situation back there. It's easy to kind of lose sight of what you're doing. There's that much thrown at you at one time. You guys handled it pretty well. Chase, you got to work on working with the people that, or not Chase, Shep. You got to work a little bit on working with the people that are on your side. I assume from what Chase said, you didn't actually interrogate the guard.
I called him Buster.
I bet you really, yeah, you really set him back there, didn't you?
I'm going to ask you a question real quick. Laura, do you want me here for this?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay.
It's not. It was just secret in the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Won't be secret anymore.
Okay. If there's something you want to talk to specifically the other players about, I can.
No, it's good. I'm planning a coup.
So, yeah.
We have plenty of opportunities for that during your bathroom breaks.
Which
Yeah.
I am working on.
Phil and Corbin, you might want to start rolling up new characters.
Oh, Chip always knew that he was gonna die in a coup.
You know what? I believe it.
What a coup is?
That gypsy woman really told me what's what.
All right. So, just really quick to update you guys, because we didn't tell you what Kelly and I found out from talking to Phalanx, is that Cain had been talking to himself for a while. And whether or not he was talking to himself or talking to someone else, we don't know that yet. Hopefully we can get some sort of audio from his cell. So, we're thinking maybe he had it was an inside job. Someone from Crux was helping him. And, Kelly brings up something that I'm kind of really concerned about. Since it was your idea there, Kelly, why don't you share it with the group?
So, I had a couple of clues to go on. First, Phalanx said the doors just sort of opened on their own. Second, the collar that they all wear, Phalanx said just fell off. Just fell off of him. And then third, that Cain was talking to himself. Then, I have more to add to this that I haven't gotten to tell you yet, Shade. But when we were talking to you guys about the stuff that you were seeing in the cameras and the fact that the cameras all turned off at about 45 seconds or for about 45 seconds, that the door was opened, but nobody really saw anything. Like there was a green light and then it went off. So somebody clearly went in, but Phalanx didn't even mention seeing anybody come in. So here are my thoughts. It's an inside job done by somebody who works at the Crux, possibly somebody with Vanguard status, with telekinetic powers, i.e. synapse. But the thing that I got thinking about after I talked to you, Shade, was if nobody saw anybody come in, but there was a pod that let somebody in, and then his collar just came off.
Those are great line bars, sorry. Fourth, this happened exactly in issue 107 of Shade versus the Crutch Coup.
Is there somebody in the Vanguard that can turn invisible?
There is, Shade. Intangible. Can go intangible, which makes them unseeable.
that maybe it's a partnership inside job between Synapse and somebody. Hey, thanks for the raid, Parallax GG.
Thank you, Per, for the raid.
Yeah.
That maybe it's a partnership between Synapse and another Vanguard member that can turn invisible.
But even if he was invisible, wouldn't he show up on the log of who tried to get in the door?
But if someone was also in charge of
Wiping the log,
wiping the logs,
which Synapse has access to.
right?
He manages the logs.
Can Synapse turn off the cameras or make them go gray?
Well, that's did that happen all at one time? All 9 cameras at the same time?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right as the door was about to open. Door light goes green, cameras go off.
It sounds to me like, and all the communication went down. Like, we couldn't contact Shadow, we couldn't contact Synapse. That sounds like more like a jam, like jamming the communication system, which I think for someone with telekinetic powers would be something they could do.
Yeah, I never knew anybody with telekinetic powers had so much control over electronicals. Or electronics. Whatever.
It's a thought.
Well, I don't believe that he was able to manipulate them telekinetically, but he still has access to that information through the network.
Right, because of his job.
Exactly.
Right.
His job that he doesn't feel very appreciated for. Because if you remember the first time that we ran into Synapse, somebody was turning in something late and he was pretty pissed about it, but the other person was kind of like, it's just Synapse.
But why? Why break into the prison? Why let people loose? And why didn't the people escape?
Well, that's where I get confused. I think it's more about the stuff that was in the truck. Because I'm assuming we could hear you talking out loud. We just couldn't hear what Tao was saying, right? When Tao was talking to you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Something that happened during this time is Tao discovered that a truck ended up missing entirely off the grid.
What did the truck have in it?
The only thing the truck had in it was some, technical stuff
That we know of.
that we know of. Exactly.
You mentioned on your phone
If
call.
this was meant as a pure distraction, anything could have been smuggled out in that truck.
Was anything reported missing? Like, do you guys have like nukes down there that they might have taken out? What the hell, man?
There's some people that could be qualified in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
But I assume we know if anyone's missing from their cell.
The closest thing to a nuke is actually the reactor itself, but yeah.
The reactor still there?
Yes, we would definitely know if the reactor was missing.
Oh, okay.
The lights are on.
The lights would go off. Exactly.
Also, we can track it pretty much from space.
Based on the death.
Stop breaking character.
Based on the radiation death around the car. And the fact
breaking
that the
character,
truck
chap.
didn't make it far because the tires melted.
Hey, can I ask you something?
Yes, you may.
Why were we looking for room 0? I'm wondering if it's connected. Like, is there something that's rumored to be in room 0 that they could have smuggled out?
Fuck all kinds of duck. We never did find room 0.
We did not find room 0.
I also didn't find room O.
Which is around that MN area.
Jeff, how about we order for you?
Make sure there's no like hard or sharp objects on the pizza. I probably just better blend that thing up for him ahead of time.
I just don't want to spend the time reading the menu.
Well, it's okay, sir. When I get a menu, I just point.
The
As
picture.
long as it has pictures.
I love Chet more than I love any of you. We must protect Chip.
His precious cargo.
There is something in room 0 that is very important to the Vanguard.
Do you think that could be what they smuggled out?
It is one of my concerns. And probably one of my strongest concerns.
Is it a thing or is it a person?
Something of great importance.
Animal, vegetable, or mineral?
I cannot play 20 questions with you on this one.
Damn it.
I'll just have what you guys are having.
Okay, you're gonna have to keep up with me then, buddy.
Ooh,
I
God.
want to see this. An eating contest between Chep and Chase.
The caloric intake of 3 superpowered people. Shade, you're going to have to break out the black card, buddy.
Yeah. Especially for Chep with as much... You can just imagine the calories he burns off.
Do you make a extra large pizza?
The other
with
two are
a
super
whole rotisserie
strength.
chicken on each slice.
The other two have super strength. Like, it's kind of all the same
but you would
thing.
think with super speed, he's like vibrating all the time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have that much of an appetite. I don't think I could eat more than 1 extra large.
Kelly's a
And you wanted
teenager.
the sausage link pizza? Is
Oh,
that-
God. A teenager with superpowers? Kelly could eat this whole restaurant.
But I won't. I still gotta fit into my leggings tomorrow. Society has programmed me to believe that thinness equals beauty.
You're Italian. You're in trouble.
Like,
Italians got thick legs. I don't know what to tell you. They got booties. They got booties. What?
So what do we do now?
well, actually, now I was kind of thinking about the cheeseburger pizza. That seems
Well,
safe, right? It's
Can't
like,
go wrong there.
Well,
oh, you mean about the car or the van, the truck?
we need to let Tao do his thing. Investigate that just a little bit more. See if we can get a lead on it. If so, follow that lead. We need to figure out the whereabouts of both Synapse and Intangible during that time. Intangible is going to be freaking impossible because at least with Synapse, you can see the guy. If someone's wiping the logs of any trace of where they were in the building, if Intangible has anything to do with it, it's going to be impossible to follow him, to trace him at all.
Can Intangible like walk through walls like a ghost? That doesn't make sense. He wouldn't have needed to open the door.
Shade, you would be aware that technically he can pass through most solid objects. He may.
You know, now that you bring it up, Chase, he actually can pass through some solid objects. He can walk through walls.
Oh shit! Okay, that makes more sense with the name.
Then why would he use a ID card to get in? Unless like there are certain things he can't walk through, and the doors of the pen are one of them.
You don't know
I
him
don't
that
know.
close, You don't know him that closely.
Yeah, I don't know the limitations of his power, and I don't know the. I tell you the truth, I don't know exactly all of the security requirements that have gone into putting the pen together.
who would know? Like, I'm sure somebody keeps record on all of us. And what we can do and what powers and weaknesses that each person has.
What about that Arnie dude? He seems to know his way around down there.
I
Yeah,
gave
but
you
that's
the
mostly
rundown
for-
on Arnie, didn't I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Arnie's mostly maintenance.
Oh.
I mean, I could see where he would have access to maybe security logs or anything like that, but if you remember, he was with us.
Yeah, I feel like I should have asked him more questions.
You know, if you feel like that's something you need to follow up on, if it's something in a gut instinct. I don't think there's anything wrong with following up with him.
Shade. You feel a vibration from your pocket. Your
Ooh.
for use cell phone.
Well, yeah, I answer it. Or I'd look at it. It may be a text.
It's Chucky.
Our good old friend Chucky.
I thought we were at Pizza House.
Is it a call?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I go ahead and answer it.
Hey Shade, man, what's up? Hey, how you doing? Hey, buddy. Am I on voicemail?
No, you're not on voicemail.
Oh, okay, good. Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Hey, do you
Have you, Chucky, have you been getting into your own stuff here? Okay, you have. What do you got for me?
I got info. I got all sorts of info. Do you have $80,000?
What type of info do you have?
I have something new. I have something big. I have something bold. I have something. What's another B word? Bruschetta. No, that didn't go here. I've got good stuff. I've got good stuff. You gotta meet me though. I ain't doing this on the phone. It's very big. My name's Chucky. No, James.
Give me an idea of the information you've got before I decide to meet with you.
Hey, bank robberies.
You're talking about something that just recently happened?
One and then another and then another and then there was
You're
this
talking
goes.
about a series of bank robberies.
This is a big thing. This is a big deal. Listen, I gotta go. Okay, it's big. I'm in flushing the toilet. Whoosh.
Where do you want me to meet you?
Meet me at the subway on 43rd in Aldrich. So that's a cold cut from you, John.
We're right in the middle of dinner here, Chucky. When are you talking about?
Okay, I'm gonna head out. You just hear as he has not hung up but put the phone in his pocket.
So, folks, I've got Chucky on the line here. Our friend Chucky. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, the
Remember him?
poster salesman. Did he
Oh,
turn
yeah.
his life around?
No. And he never will. I mean, he never will.
That's
I had
know we
fucking
got-
liquid in my mouth. Fuck you. No, and he never will.
And look, I know we've got
Oof.
a million things to do, but that's kind of like the life of a superhero. Is things get piled on and things get piled on and things get piled on. Chucky's got some information that maybe we should check out. So that's something we can do probably after this, but we definitely have to be thinking about what the hell happened at the Crux.
But we can't actually talk about it at the Crux.
No.
Synapse could be listening, and if Synapse is involved, we don't want him to know. So we can't think about it, we can't talk about it. Hey, can Synapse's like mind reading powers go through tinfoil? Should we be sleeping in tinfoil hats?
Yeah, you bring up a good point. Being in the Crux would be pretty difficult for us if we're anywhere around Synapse. I need to find out if he has any type of limitations. I need to do some research. I need to call in some favors.
Hey, I'm working here. Get the fuck... No, fuck you. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. No, I'm fucking doing this. This is time to
We don't
work.
have to worry about me back at the Crux.
You know, the worst
Synapse
part of
described-
talking to Chucky is you never really know if he's hung up or not. If he ended the conversation, you kind of have to hold on for like a few minutes to figure out what the hell he's doing. What were you saying there, Chuck?
Oh, Synapse described my brain as a desert where thoughts go to die.
So you might be okay. I
I'm
definitely
probably fine.
okay.
Yeah.
I can't unthink about what I saw at the Crux.
Oh, a corner.
Wow.
Well, I mean, if you just constantly think about the gore that you saw, maybe he won't want to look in your brain anymore. It's not me I'm worried about. I'm always thinking.
Yeah.
Just focus on something that Synapse doesn't want to see a whole lot of.
Naked grandma, naked grandma, naked grandma. I don't want to think about that, though.
Exactly. I'm going to think back to the most horrific moment of my life when I'm back there. When I saw a family of raccoons tear itself to pieces over a burrito.
Oh, what a cute puppy.
You broke Phil.
Oh.
Time for a pick-me-up.
All right. I'm assuming I'm assuming Chucky has forgotten. I assume Chucky's forgotten to hang up. So, we haven't eaten yet.
You guys get your food.
I inhale it like a cone head.
So my biggest concern.
I like this campaign. I like this whole campaign.
My biggest concern about trying to find out about Synapse in Intangible is who the hell we can trust in the Crux. Because when you're in a situation like this, you learn to not trust anybody.
Now, Shade, you have actually been through anti-telepath training, but they have not. The concept of the training is forcing otherwise mundane thoughts forward in a very loud way. It starts with making lists, talking to yourself, maybe reciting books or songs that you've memorized. So that if anybody tries to, that's all they get.
I could impart my wisdom to you of what I've learned.
It would require a training scenario.
Oh no, we've never had those.
And some way to test it. Or just hope they get the idea.
Right. Well, I can't. I wouldn't assume he's the only telepath.
No, but he's currently the only telepath on the Vanguard.
Well, in the meantime, I impart my wisdom to them of the training that I've had, but they need training as well in order for it to be effective. So,
Wouldn't that be a dead giveaway though?
that's the danger that you run into is, you've got an entire group of people reciting lyrics from a 1980s go-go song, and that's pretty obvious. Something's afoot. So, but we need some training in it. That's definitely for sure. Because if we're gonna, if Synapse has anything to do with it, he's pretty amazing at what he does. He's going to be hard to get around.
Yeah, this pizza's really good though. Like, I'm feeling a lot better already, man. I'm just gonna man, I'm gonna be thinking about this pizza until the next time we come back.
Well, in the meantime, let's go ahead and box this up. I want to track Chucky down here real quick. It's just going to be a quick stop
Where are you supposed to meet him?
at a Subway.
Sweet! We get pizza and footlongs!
Is it like an entrance to a Subway, or is it like a Subway restaurant?
Well, that's a good...
My Streetwise tells me
It's a Subway restaurant.
it is an actual Subway restaurant.
Both places seem equally plausible for a Coke fiend.
Correct. So let's go ahead and get this stuff to go. Boxed up,
Coke fiends
head up.
frequent Subway.
Yeah, free smells, bro.
I don't know what that means, but I snapped and pointed.
Oh,
All
wait,
right,
that's a Jimmy John's thing.
you're back in the car
Fuck.
and headed to 43rd and Holdridge is what I randomly decided was where you were going. You get there and you see Charlie Potter sitting just inside the door with two large bags full of sandwiches, just holding them, staring out into the world.
Well, there's your dude. He's not exactly inconspicuous.
With all the sandwiches. That's too many sandwiches for a man like him.
You got him for us, obviously.
Oh, that's true.
Chucky, thanks for getting the sandwiches.
He's inside the building.
Or maybe he needed that much bread for his toasters.
Oh, that could be two.
You gotta fill your toasters up with something.
All right, let me park. We'll go in. Actually, we won't go in. I'm just going to text him real quick.
Member of the Justice League walks into a Subway.
Walks into a Subway.
But he's in his alter ego.
I'm just going to have him come out to the car.
No, Shade's in Shade. I think Shade. You're in Shade gear, right?
I'm in shade gear,
Yeah.
driving my Mercedes. So I go ahead and text him and tell him to come out to the car.
You get a text back. Kinda told them that the person paying was showing up soon.
I'll be right back.
What's going on?
I'll be right back. I walk in. How much?
It's $63.48.
Chucky, you know you're going to share that, right?
Oh yeah. No, I have a clue. Of course I'm sharing this. This definitely wasn't for other people.
Hand him my black Amex.
Bloop, bloop.
You take these?
Of course, sir.
Right.
Light shines on it just right, so like that, like
Ching.
cross lens flare.
It's like they opened a briefcase in the back of the trunk of a car.
The thing from oh God, what?
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction. Thank you.
They come out. They both come out to the car. Somebody has to make room for Chucky.
Right. He's going in the back seat.
Well, I'll sit next to him.
It's big enough to sit three.
I'll go in the back. I'm small.
Oh, we'll be fine back here.
All right. I'm not going to argue about it. Oh, okay.
He slides in and actually tries to slide over Chase so he can purposefully sit in the middle.
Oh, okay. So you understand you're not going anywhere. Good.
Hey guys! Hey, what's up? So I've got an Italian BMT with the olive oil vinegar, and we've got a little bit of jalapeno.
We have the Italian.
There you go. Got a little one up front. And here you go. And what we've got here is we've got a meatball toasted.
I'll take that one.
There you go, meatball toasted. Shade. May I sell you on
Nope,
a
I'm
cold
good.
cut?
Look, I've already eaten. I'm fine. You can keep that one for lunch tomorrow.
Fantastic. Good. Lunch. A little bit of blood runs down his face.
You're bleeding out. You got a little gantry coming out of your nose there, buddy.
Thanks.
Is there a napkin in that bag? Oh, gross.
It's allergies. You understand?
Okay, now you're not going to get any of that in my car, right?
No, absolutely. Definitely not.
Okay. So, information, bank robberies, what?
Bank robberies. Do you remember my friend Stubbs?
Of course I do.
Yeah. The not the one with the two peg legs, but the one with the hook hands.
You have two friends called Stubbs,
Yeah. Don't you?
and okay.
Yeah. Anyway, Stubbs, the one got set up for the stealing the truck full of saw blades. That guy. Anyway, he did. So I called him the other day. I'm like, I need $80K. Because I can't call. Obviously, I can't call the fucking Rusevs, right? The Petrovs. I can't call Petrovs. It's not like I need $80K because I need it from them. Because who else am I going to give $80K from? So I call Stubbs. I say, Stubbs, you got a job. So he said, yes, let's rob a bank. I've been casing this place for a while now. Got a great plan. What?
Chucky,
Yeah.
you just got done getting busted by us for trying to sell cocaine. And in order to raise the $80,000, now you're thinking of robbing a bank.
Yeah, I was going to rob a bank. That was the plan. Clearly, I was thinking ahead. I'm a diversified portfolio. Shade, you know how it is. I got my hand in anything. I told Stubbs I can drive. I can be a gun guy. I can be anything. I'm good. Anyway, I show up at Stubbs' place. He got an apartment across the street. It's staked out. He's been staking it out for like 2 months. He's got timings, ins, outs, everything. We've got all the locations. It's great. Totally gonna go. Gonna go off without a hitch 5 days from now. Done. Here's the problem. Already robbed. Robbed yesterday. Got it. As soon as I get there, like a couple hours later, somebody busts in, takes the whole place, takes the whole joint. I'm like, what the hell's up with this shit? They're like, hey, I think it's an inside job. I'm like, Stubbs, what are you doing? So I hold a gun in Stubbs' head. One thing leads to another. We have a long discussion. End up getting drunk. It's not a big deal. Anyway, so I'm like, well, what's up with this? It's all over the news. This is in some, McCook, Nebraska? It's up there. Anyway, the place in McCook, Nebraska. Hold that place up. It's all over the news. It's an inside job. People that work there robbed the place. I'm like, what the hell's up with that? We're robbing the place. And then I start to hear, this is the fifth one in a while? And I say, maybe 5 inside jobs in 5 different cities across 3 states. Maybe my friend Shade needs something about that, and maybe it's worth $80K to him. I'm just saying.
How dare you, sir?
What?
You threw away your dreams of opening up a toaster shop to rob a bank?
Oh, no, I still have the toasters. Toasters plan B. Toasters plan B. You just gotta have plan A. You gotta diversify portfolio. You know, you gotta go with whatever is in front of you. Whatever's in front of you, you gotta create opportunities. You gotta make your own life. You gotta. Are you gonna eat that meatball?
You disappointed me, Chucky.
So, other than information I could have found out in a newspaper, what have you got for me?
Like this is great. It's 5 locations, all inside jobs. What do you mean? How's that not great?
This is everything I could have learned on the internet here, Chucky.
No. Okay. No. 5 different banks. They had nothing to do with each other. No, that's what I'm saying. There's a link. There's clearly a thing here, right? Am I wrong?
Saying both to us that they have nothing to do with each other, but you're also saying they're linked.
Well, clearly they're linked. 5 different banks in Missouri, Nebraska, and Kansas, and they all get robbed by people that work there. But none of the people are the same people, and none of the banks have anything to do with each other. Like that's a superpower thing, right? Like it's your thing.
What were the dates of all of these?
The first one was like 2 months ago. I don't got my good phone on me. I got my other phone.
I feel like we need to go to like your office where you have a bunch of pieces of paper and, strings connecting those pieces of paper and
What? Why would anybody do that? This is what a crazy person does. What are you saying?
I'm just picturing it in my head is all.
That's a big get. Like maybe if somebody made like maybe if it becomes like a thing, maybe that's like it's worth like some money to the Vanguard or something. That's where I'm at, Shade. That's where I'm at, Shade. Okay, that's where I'm at.
I got to be honest with you, Chucky. I'm still struggling with you thinking that you're going to get $80,000 for information that. What?
You know what? Pull this car over.
We're pulled over.
Fantastic. Let me out.
I don't need the doors locked, sir.
Okay. He awkwardly shuffles by Chep. You know what? I'm gonna go to the state patrol. I'm gonna put this in. I'm gonna get mine. Okay. I tried to do the right thing. I tried to go on the straight and narrow. First, I tried to rob a bank, but then I tried to go on the straight and narrow. And now it's Shade. I thought you were somebody else.
And I suggest when you go to the state patrol with this, maybe don't do coke beforehand.
I don't know
Talk at a more like normal pace.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah,
We don't need to lie here. We don't need to lie to each other. We all know that you're snorting the white stuff.
What if you say narc and he just starts walking away?
You might also not want to tell them that you were thinking about robbing that bank.
That's a good point.
Especially since it was robbed.
Guys, if they happen to throw him in the slammer, he's safer there than anywhere else.
That's true. Hey, but what he did have to say was really interesting. Like those 5 banks, if they all happened between 2 months ago and now, are like practice jobs for the inside job at the Crux. If the Crux is an inside job. I'm going to pull out my smartphone and I'm going to look up the information about these 5 robberies and see if I can find a timeline.
There's only one way to find out. We all get jobs at a bank. And if we end up robbing it, against our will, then we know it's an outside force. But if we rob it on our own volition, then we know that it's not an outside force.
Go for it. Roll investigation, Kelly.
Seems all kind of thin. This is like the plot of like some crazy movie or something.
30-20.
30-20. You see what he's talking about. Based on the... You see what he's talking about based on the timeline and the stuff he's saying. All of them were smaller town farm banks, meaning mostly farm money. At any one point, they only have maybe $250,000 in or less, and it's entirely insured. None of them have anything to do with each other. Owners, employees, none of them have anything to do with each other. They all also were done by more than one person working there with automatic weapons. Hold the place up, take the money, and every time those people are arrested, except for the most recent one, pretty soon after. And none of them have money.
So the money's still missing?
Yep. The police in all situations assume that they are hiding the money.
And what do the people have to say for themselves?
They admit to everything they did. There is a tie line. You see in 2 locations with direct quotes. I don't know why I did it.
Oh, this is weird, Shade. This piece right here. Like, so far, there's not a lot in these news articles, because I'm assuming that you're driving and you don't want to be, like, reading these things while you're driving us somewhere. They're all small towns. They're farm banks. They're all insured banks, which is interesting. They all used auto weapons, but the money is still missing from all of them, even though the people have been arrested. And on more than one occasion, a direct quote that these people say is that they don't know why they did it. That they admit that they did it, but they don't know why. To me,
potential mind manipulation then.
It's mass mind control.
Right.
Do you have a timeline of each incident? Like the first
Yes,
one was 2 months ago.
The first one was 2 months ago. The next one was about 2 weeks after that. And then 2 weeks after that. And then the last few were kind of rapid fire up till this one.
Okay.
Mind control, that's pretty heavy.
No weapons were ever found as well, Kelly.
They also never found the weapons.
It is weird for everyday bank tellers in small towns to have automatic weapons. Although I guess I don't really understand small town culture that much.
Well, when you become a Second Amendment state sanctuary,
I don't know if Kansas would be anymore with the crucible in the middle. The crux in the middle of it. Yeah. Well, the city's called
but McCookwood,
McCookwood.
Do we know of any Vanguard or baddies who are mind control? Like, I know that Synapse can read minds, but can he control them?
again, I don't know the extent to his powers. The only thing I've been familiar with is his ability to read minds. And if he can get in somebody's head, pretty fucking powerful.
We gotta get in the employee files.
It's gonna be tough to get into, but I'd like to be able to do it without anybody knowing.
There's only one Vanguard that has a full file on every other Vanguard currently. And you know who that is, Shade.
You know, there's only one person that I know that has access to everybody's files. And that person is, it's on the tip of my tongue here.
The Protector.
The Protector. I was about to say, it's the Protector, isn't it? From what I read in the comic books, he's like super high up and knows a lot about everybody.
And what it sounds like, the Protector is going to be heading this way.
Well, great. You two are like friends and stuff, right? You can get the information from him.
You know, friends is a bit of a stretch.
You don't seem happy.
I think he, what shall we say? I think he tolerates me. Nothing necessarily that I did. Just, well, me not having actual powers. I think he's always kind of looked down on that.
It's kind of a dick move. You're
Yeah.
like really powerful and really, really strong and really, really smart. That should
Like I say, that's my perception. I mean,
I'll talk to him.
I'd prefer you didn't talk to him about that. But
I'll talk to him.
I just said I'd prefer you didn't talk to
I'm
him.
turning into my mother. Don't worry, honey. It's fine. I'll take care of it.
You're turning into your mother.
Shattered
What
Shade.
superpower is that?
Shattered Shade.
You got Shade.
Hey, Protector is looking for you. Can I send him your way?
Why don't we go ahead and come in?
Okay, sounds good. Where do you want to meet? He's just in a bit of a mood.
We can meet in his office.
Okay. Yeah.
I guess I want him to be as comfortable as possible.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. Give us about 30. We'll be there.
Yep.
Well, this will be interesting, folks. You may meet the Protector.
That's so cool.
That's pretty cool, man. But you,
Yeah.
you don't seem excited at all.
I'm kind of hesitant to introduce you to him at this point because he's here and not on good terms. Let's put it that way. He's not happy with what happened at the Crux. He's not happy with what's some other things that's been going on. And to meet a group of trainees may not be the highlight of his day. But we'll see what happens.
We can wait. We can wait. Hey, Chase and Shep, have you guys ever played Pogs?
No.
We'll go back to my room and we can play Pogs and you talk to Protector by yourself so that we don't like piss him off because we're newbies, and I'll teach you guys how to play Pogs.
At this point, I think that's probably prudent. He may have some things that he needs to talk to me about that may be secure information.
Yeah.
That's fine, bro. Whatever you need to do. This doesn't all fall on you, does it? Were you like in charge while he was gone?
No. The only thing I was in charge of is you guys.
Well, you're doing a great job.
Well, I do appreciate that.
Except for lying about the hallucinogenic gas in the basement that goes off if we use our powers. That was kind of douchey.
Who said I was lying about that?
Arnie did.
He kind of did.
Arnie told us it didn't exist. Because I brought up the gas and I said, well, don't worry. When the big bad guy uses his powers, then the gas will go off and he won't be able to use them anymore. And Arnie was like, there's no such thing as a gas.
Let's just say that Arnie doesn't know everything. All right, we head back to the Crux.
Okay.
And the plan is for them to separate, go do something to keep themselves occupied.
All right. Let's
While I
do
meet with the Protector.
let's do our shtick real quick. Hey guys, you get back to your rooms.
Yep.
You get back to specifically Kelly's room if you all decide to play Pogs.
I've never played Pogs. I'm like,
I can't see any of you beating Chep in Pogs, by the way, because that does require you to move your hand very quickly.
So, while I'm teaching them how to play Pogs, with my normal set of Pogs, not my exploding Pogs that I have.
Oops.
Whoopsie doopsie.
That's a whoopsie doopsie.
Yeah, whoopsie.
So, guys, what do you think of training so far?
Oh, it's going quite well. Getting a lot of free food. Yeah.
I think it's really cool that we get to do all this. I always wanted the chance to, well, not always wanted, but since recently I've wanted the chance to be a hero and stuff, and that's all really cool. This is really I didn't think things would get so deep and dark so quick.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is normal for trainees to get dropped into this kind of heavy shit so early.
I sort of feel like it's not normal. I mean, I don't think that this break-in on the Crux is in any way normal.
Well, I would hope not.
It's true. If there were break-ins all the time at the Crux, it'd be a really bad prison.
It would be a really bad prison.
So I just press down on this thing until it pops in a direction.
Yeah. That's your secret measure.
As he shoves his finger clean through the floor.
No, I was thinking I actually.
Oh no! Now I have a hole in my floor.
No, I was thinking it launches and it's like a gunshot.
You just hear a scream somewhere else.
Maybe Pogs was a bad idea. Anybody got a deck of cards?
Chep, don't reach out and grab anything Chase throws. Don't do that. Don't do that. as your fingers fly off. Oh no.
Any concerns?
Oh, I feel like we're just a tiny little bird in a hurricane right now. I feel like there's a lot going on around us, and Uh,
Bird and a hurricane.
I don't know where Patrick
Yeah,
went.
yeah. I gotta admit, I'm a little bit worried about. This is gonna sound really stupid, but at how shady Shade is.
oh, I've been able to see him just fine all the time.
No, I mean like, not like visibly shady, but like, won't tell us what's in room 0 or why we were looking for room 0. Makes up that stuff about the gas in the basement.
It's like a bit unsettling, but I guess I shouldn't be all that surprised. Like, it's like one of those things, like, like never meet your heroes. Like when I first like went into like, I never made it to the big show, right? But like playing in the minor leagues, like, the whole baseball business, you think it's gonna be like all these like bus rides and just having fun with the boys, and there's like a lot of shady shit that goes on. It's
Also, I mean, you just can't. We've been on the job for like what, 2 days, 3 days,
5.
5 days. I can't count days that good.
4. You're correct. 4.
We can't know everything that's going on in the Vanguard.
I mean, that's true.
It's not like, welcome to the Vanguard, you're a recruit. Let us tell you all our deepest, darkest secrets and what's in room O and 0.
like, I know you're like technically like 30 something, but you never really got a chance to grow up, and like I feel like the way I've run into things, this is just kind of the way things go everywhere. A little bit more bloody, a lot more bloody, but like shady shit happens everywhere.
Really? Is like being an adult just one long disappointment?
Oh, it's not always disappointing.
That is
Every
a
once in a while,
fucking
you
big question.
Every once in a while, you find a full cheeseburger in a dumpster, just no bites out of it at all, and those are the happy moments. Other days, you're fighting over the really cold, soggy chicken that was thrown out by a customer.
Wow.
I suppose it's like like life, it's a lot about how you think about it. It's like 90% mental and the other half is physical,
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get it.
Stupid.
Chip, I really if we ever find ourselves in New Jersey, I'm gonna have you come over, and Chase, you can come too. But you're gonna eat at my house, okay?
That sounds great to me. The more free meals I can get in my life, the better.
Were you homeless?
Well, I mean, depends on your definition of homeless. Did I have a house? No. But I did call a dumpster home, so in that sense, I was not homeless.
Well, you've got a house in New Jersey now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you just told the carny they can move in. Just letting you know.
It's fine. Ma she'll really like you.
While I'm there, do I have to pretend to be somebody else? Just asking.
No, you don't need to be Muscle Man Savage there. You can just be Chep.
But I am Muscle Man Savage.
Whoever you want to be at Ma's house.
Are you saying that I have to pretend not to be Muscle Man Savage while I'm at your mom's house?
Oh,
Well, I mean, that's part of like
so
being
good.
a superhero. You don't let them know who we really are, right? You got to have your secret identity.
Right. Okay.
And this goes on for
Cut 2. Cut 2. All right. You... Shade. You're muted.
Mm-hmm.
You head up to protectors. It's the same block that all of your rooms, quote unquote, are. He doesn't live there. It's like it's basically an executive office or an executive meeting room, right? That's how he has it set out for just talking to people, because you know you don't know who they are, but you're aware he has his own life outside of it. You buzz in. Hey, Shade, that you?
Yeah, it's me. Sorry it took so long to get here. I had to drop off the trainees.
We can't all fly. Head on in.
I go ahead and enter the room.
I didn't get this put in.
So I assume you're here because of our incident earlier.
Go ahead and make yourself a drink. Large bar behind.
And go ahead and pour a scotch neat.
He's in the... There's a bathroom in the back. You can hear him talking at you from back there.
I also hear him peeing like a racehorse.
Sorry, long flight. Hell of a day, isn't it?
Yeah. You could say that.
You would be fully aware that he's been in Afghanistan recently.
Right.
Deciding somebody else's election, basically. He does a lot of that these days. He walks out in full costume. You've never seen him outside.
So, I gotta tell you, I followed up on that lead that you sent me, and I had the trainees try to help me find room 0.
Mm-hmm.
We were about halfway through.
Wait, room 0?
Excuse me?
It ended up being about room 0?
Yeah. It's gone missing.
Well, that's not good.
No. And I have strong concerns that it may be connected to the truck that has also gone missing.
And the attempted prison break.
Diversion, most likely. Happened at the same time.
That is disturbing to hear. Shade, you've been
Currently
here, but
don't have any leads on how Cain got out of his cell, how the pen opened on its own. Shatter's doing some work, trying to sift through the logs, through the video. Pal's doing the same thing with the truck.
I might be around for a bit to help you out.
I know your help would be greatly appreciated.
I know. That is upsetting. Oh, that is upsetting.
You got something else weighing on your mind? You to come back Seems like something important more than this attempted breakout.
We haven't had a security problem here in 6 years. It's kind of a big day, Shade. Come on now.
Right.
I've, you know how I got this title. Protector. Been thinking about a replacement. We're old, Shade. Let's be honest here. And I know you wouldn't know, but I'm aging about as poorly as you are.
I find that hard to believe.
It's true. I'm losing a step. One of those freaking RPGs actually clipped me the other day. I used to catch those out of the air like they were ping pong balls bouncing across the table. You got anybody in your group that fit the bill?
Take over for you?
Yeah, well. Front runner right now is Tao, and the ego's a little too large if you catch my drift.
Hmm. You know, working with the recruits, I don't always see the top of the line. And to get in a position where you're at, it's going to take many, many years of experience.
Yeah.
Even with the guys I was training 10 years ago, they're nowhere near where you are now.
4 years ago I thought it was Shatter. Not joking. Certain. Hey, no offense to her, right? I know you two are close, and she's going through a thing with her leg.
Right.
And she fucked up. She can't ever go back out there. They know her. They saw her bleed,
Right. As towards just being someone who could lead the group, though, if it ever came down to someone who just needed to be the brains behind the brawn, so to speak, she'd be the first one I'd speak up for.
Unfortunately, the brawn is what often works the best.
And sometimes it's about public appearance, too.
Sometimes. Listen, I'm going to head home for the night. But I'm going to be back tomorrow morning.
We should have more information by then.
Just go ahead and ship everything you've got to me. I'm going to take a personal look at all this.
Direct line?
Please and thank you.
Definitely.
Shade. If they're useless, you're recruits. Cut them. Don't give them the 6 months. Who cares? We ain't got time for that anymore.
I think I saw something in them today. Makes me think they'll be able to cut it.
Well,
They have to grow up pretty quickly.
well, beating up Harold Cain isn't exactly a feat, but sure. I trust your judgment. Theo. Let's keep all this between us, yeah?
Definitely. You'll hear from me soon.
Hmm. He turns away, looks out, is staring out the window.
I go ahead and finish my drink, set it down on the bar, knowing that most likely he wants to be alone, knowing that what he just told me took an incredible amount of humility, especially for the protector, and not wanting to embarrass him. I go ahead and just leave the room.
Before the door fully closes behind you, you can hear the hydraulics of his helmet open.
Being incredibly tempted, I do turn and look.
You see long raven hair come out, and that's it.
I continue to leave.
Where'd he go?
I'm going to head down to my office.
Okay.
And I'm going to attempt to get updates from both Shatter and Tau. But I am going to sit down and light up a cigar.
Okay.
Contact Shatter first.
Hey, old man.
How you doing, Cripple?
Oh, don't be a foot. All right. Yeah, I deserve that.
Any updates?
Updates are that we are collecting all of the security footage. Man, you are asking a lot with that.
Mm-hmm. I understand that. Anything on the logs whatsoever.
Okay. I'm doing my best.
Are we on a secure line?
We could be.
Actually, where are you at?
Is it that kind of night?
I just need to talk to you with the least amount of chance of anyone else hearing us.
Yeah, I'm in my room. You want me to
You want
come
me to
down
bring
to
a cigar for you?
Oh, gross. No. And you leave yours at your place.
I will. All right. I'll be up in just a couple minutes. I want to give Dal a call.
Okay. Hey, when you come, bring pretzel bites from the cafeteria. Okay. Bye.
Yeah. Damn it. I just text her back. Cheese or mustard?
Fucking duh, cheese.
All right.
If you would like to confound a woman, you give her cheese. It will put you in good graces and make them go, why?
Yeah. And then go ahead and contact Tao real quick.
Laura, go ahead.
I just said can confirm. Cheese is best gift.
Cheese for pretzels, cheese is much better than mustard.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I like mustard, but you can't have a lot of it. Mustard is good in very small portions.
Now, hot mustard. When you go to a Chinese restaurant, explain this to me. How come the stuff they give you to go is not the same as the stuff they give you at the restaurant?
Because they mix it up in the restaurant. They mix it themselves.
Because that is so much better than the crap you take home.
They order the other shit that you take home comes in a box.
Yeah.
It's like this big, and they just fucking give it to you. They mix
Always make
the
sure
shit.
that I ask for their hot mustard before I leave, as opposed to the packaged stuff.
Yep, you're correct.
All right.
That's a life hack.
So, contact Tao. Similar setup. Just trying to find out if he has any updates whatsoever.
Aloha, dude.
My friend, it's been a long day for both of us. Do you have anything for me?
Well, what I got is. So I chased down the truck disappearing thing, yeah?
Right.
I assumed straightest path with available roads that wasn't illegal for an 18-wheeler to drive down, yeah?
Right.
So I do that. What I don't find, 2 blocks from the outside of the crux. I'm not joking. 2 blocks from the outside of the crux. All of a sudden, we don't get traffic cam footage of that truck anywhere. That thing disappeared immediately.
So there's footage, but no truck.
It's footage of it going out the front gate, man. Driver in tow. That's what I'm most worried about here. Empty truck. I mean, there's footage of it unloading the truck. Footage of it getting carted in. Footage of it sitting there. Then the fucking footage goes gray for 45 seconds. All of a sudden, there's no stuff anywhere on the loading dock. Guys trying to get the truck put away. Pulling the truck out. 2 blocks out. Nothing. Truck doesn't exist. Went through the full thing. Had people on the loading dock. Checking, going through their checklists and whatnot. I even got the exact tablet they were using for the manifest.
I mean, this is just a shot in the dark. Do we have any type of radar surveillance?
I mean,
Sonar?
Yeah, that's UN though. I gotta file a thing.
Go ahead and do that. Like I said, it's just a long shot, but if that thing went straight up,
what do you mean?
Possibility with that there.
Straight up?
Look, we got people that can fly things out of here.
Oh shit! Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Wouldn't end up on any video if it's between cams.
No, I'll see if anything's flying over. I mean, long shot, but yeah, I'll go for it.
Yeah. I don't think we'll find anything, but just in case. All right, friend. Look, just keep me posted. I don't know if you heard, but Protector's in town.
Oh, I heard. He
Yep.
gave me a fucking earful, man.
Yeah,
Asked me why I didn't go down and check out that whole shit down there in the pen. Told him it was covered. Had you down there? Had Shadow running it? Apparently that was not the answer he wanted to hear.
Right. Well, you know him. He likes to handle things himself when he doesn't feel like it's been handled correctly. So
I just want to know what single thing can have a stick that fucking solid up his superhero ass.
yeah, I'll just keep that between you and I, okay?
Nah, fuck him. I'll tell him.
All right. Well, good luck with that. All right, like I said, keep me posted. All right.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
All right. Mahalo, my friend.
Mahalo. Ahola. Ahola? Ahola?
A big pola.
What the fuck
It's
did I
late.
just...
Aloha.
It's late. Aloha.
Pola.
Aloha. Mahalo. Aloha.
All right. So then I put out my stogie and I head to the cafeteria to get some pretzel bites and cheddar cheese or cheese sauce
Whoops.
for Shatter. If you want to go ahead and cut two.
Cut two.
I have probably passed out at this point.
You have not gotten your customary walk in the door dinner. That should be of note.
Well, they know we ate already.
Who feeds you?
Synapse feeds us. And so if we came, you would know that Chase is thinking about the Thai chicken pizza that we had.
I had cheeseburger.
Or
Synapse is not here.
Or
Synapse is dead.
you're out of range.
Oh, we're out of range.
You never went back into the building.
Well, we never
Oh,
went
that's
back.
right, because we never went. Yeah, right. We were at the hotel. The hotel is not. We don't have to go through the building to get to the hotel.
I would like to text that information to Shade.
Okay.
Hey, I don't want to bug you, but probably good for you to know. We've been here for a while, and our psychic dinner has not showed up. So either it's one of three things: Synapse knows that we already ate, Synapse isn't there / dead per Chep's astute observation, or 3, we are out of range of Synapse's powers. Just FYI, have a good night, bye.
I respond back with a :P and say I'll look into it.
Shade sent me a stick your tongue out emoji. He's so old. Okay, I'm
That's
going
a
to bed.
person who's had a smartphone for 2 days.
It's 9 p.m. I am 13 years old. It is time for me to go to bed. Good night, gentlemen. Enjoy your evening. Pleasure playing Pogs with you. Don't forget to sleep in your tinfoil hats.
100% she turns on HBO once all the lights are off.
She knows it's her bedtime, but she absolutely doesn't go to bed.
Bum, 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 bum.
I don't think she watches HBO. I think she pulls out her comics and reads under the blankets with a flashlight.
I don't believe that. Early 90s kids, HBO was like touted
It was
legendary
it?
thing.
Who
Yeah.
had that?
Her
Hotels
family
exclusively.
was,
Okay.
her family would not have had HBO.
But hotels would have.
Hotels would have, so that would be totally intriguing to
Just
you.
saying. Just saying.
True.
I don't know. You could still get the static of the channel.
You could get some static of a lot of channels back on the...
I'm a nerd. So I don't know that she'd be into HBO.
Game of Thrones?
I think about I really kind of have based a lot of Kelly's teenage self on me.
All right.
And-
Nick at Night.
I would maybe have Bewitched playing in the background, but I was also reading.
All right. Fair enough.
That's
Yeah.
really scary that you know that you just tossed out Nick at Night, and I'm like, well, fuck, that's exactly what I would have been watching.
Not to be confused with Up at Night.
Yeah, no.
That's a different thing.
Yeah.
All right. Chase and Chep.
I am also going to bed.
Chase.
I would go to my room. We'd kind of sit on the bed and like look at the phone that there is in the room. And then it's kind of like it's instinctively like reach out my hand, like thinking about like all the stuff that had happened, all the stuff that we've like been through so far. And then I just kind of pull my hand back, like stare at the phone for about like probably a good 45 seconds. And then just kind of like throw my hat across the room, not super hard, and just roll over and go to bed.
Okay. All right, Shade. What do you do?
Well, I take the pretzel bites and cheese up to Shatter's office.
Oh, I gotta pee.
What do you say?
I gotta pee.
Go pee then.
Okay, sorry.
I heard you guys talking about me while I was gone.
Yeah.
What did we say? I don't remember.
Kelly was expressing her concerns at how shady Shade is.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Thus the name.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know that E is not pronounced as a long E?
Because everyone calls him Shade. We did just learn his name was Theo, though. But we don't know that. I assume Kelly would know that. That would be in the comics, right?
But my name was what?
Is your alter ego in the comics?
Thaddeus.
Oh. Didn't Protector call you Theo?
Yeah. As like a short for Thaddeus.
Was that Drunk Mike?
Theo would be short for Theodore.
Yeah.
Yes,
Was
it
that
would.
Drunk Mike getting your name wrong?
Probably.
I think it was Drunk Mike. Okay, so it'd be more like that.
Drunk GM?
He probably just didn't feel like calling you Thad.
No.
Speaking
And
of
I'm not really a tad either.
no. Theo is my favorite character in Hill House. I love her.
Yeah.
I'm only on episode 3.
Oh,
Yeah.
you haven't? Are you watching it for the first time?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
God.
you haven't gotten to the part where
I love that show so much. It's one of my top 10 favorite shows of all time.
My friends that I play on Saturdays with convinced me to watch Bly Manor with them because I love Raul Cooley and he's in it.
Bly Manor I didn't like as much. Hill House I absolutely adore and love the shit out of that season.
And see, I loved Bly Manor,
I liked Bly Manor. It was just
but again,
it's a really good gothic romance. It
Yeah.
really is.
I didn't
It's
see
just
Hill House.
gothic romances aren't my favorite thing.
Oh, I loved it.
What?
I very much enjoy Hill House.
Bly Manor and Hill House.
Oh, okay.
I love Hill House way more.
The first 2 episodes of Hill House, I was like, oh, this isn't as scary as Bly Manor. And then 3rd episode came out with the
Yeah.
fucking zombie in the basement, and I was like, nope, mm-mm,
Yeah.
nope, this is awful.
I've watched Hill House 3 times, and the finale makes me cry every time.
Mm.
I know it's coming too. I know which scene is coming, and it hits me like a sack of bricks.
Oh my God, I cry at that too. Unless it's
I-
a different thing.
The groundskeeper.
Yep.
Yeah.
I cry every time.
No.
Oh no, Patrick.
I'm tearing up just thinking.
He's acting right now.
Tell if you're acting right now. Oh
He's
my God,
acting
it's
right
too
now.
good.
He's acting right now. I've been in scenes with Patrick. He is lying to you.
It's just so fucking emotional, and I'm sorry.
You son
Casting
of-
directors, please cast Patrick in all the things. 'cause
he
he's
can
very-
play. He can play. He's got a range, man.
Is
He
it
can
too
play.
late for your consideration.
He can play a sexual deviant, a child molester, a predator, anything.
Okay, do this kind of thing. I'm sleepy.
All right.
All right.
Shade.
Yeah, I knock knock.
Who's there?
Hey, what's up? She
Here
opens it.
is
She opens the door.
your
Thank you.
Bites, and
Entrance accepted.
there you go.
She has
What a day.
she has baseball on in the background.
What? Fuck, we're losing again?
I'm telling you, we're gonna end up sub 500. Royals,
Wow.
garbage, just garbage. We have no middle relievers at all.
That's it's so disheartening. Every time maybe I should just stop watching it on TV, because every time I pick up a game on TV, we're losing.
That's not real, even though. Oh shit.
Well, then why are you wearing that hat?
Because I have to, or they lose. Shut up. What do you have?
All right. Okay. You know what? I just wish there was. Is this room clean, by the way?
Yes.
Can I talk to you without
Yes.
things getting picked up?
Yes.
I mean, I know nothing's 100%. But
I
Jesus
check it
Christ.
all the time. What?
All right.
Seriously?
I got a concern.
Okay.
All right. And it involves people in the Vanguard. Something
come
is
on,
really,
man.
really
No.
fishy going on.
No. Don't do this inside job shit. Shade, come on.
Look, you know some people are bad. All right? Not everybody's up and up. Shit, I've done some shady shit in the past.
There's nobody that is bad enough to let somebody like Harold Cain out of his fucking cell.
I show her Kelly's text.
She's smart, but she's a kid. What? She's also a comic book obsessive. This isn't the comics.
Have you sensed him at all? Today?
Who?
Read the text. Who's in charge of that?
I'm sorry, what was the text again?
The text was about the food not arriving.
I haven't. No, but I haven't been downstairs. I don't.
Phalanx. We had a chance to talk to him.
Come on, he's insane.
We had a chance to talk to him, and he said that Cain had been talking to himself.
Yeah, so does Phalanx. Phalanx thinks he can talk to Poseidon. So,
You know, talking to one's god is completely different. How can you say he's not doing his prayers? All right?
okay. So, okay. So it's all real, right? For sake of argument, it's all real. Harry's talking to somebody in his cell. Cain is... How did nobody notice? There's 3 to 5 guards in that.
Just saying, as we go through the surveillance videos, let's see what's going on. That's something to keep an eye on. There's no reason
All right.
for this guy to be talking to himself.
I'll make an algorithm scrubbing for
Okay?
Cain specifically speaking.
And there's nothing wrong with just being safe.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
Now,
You're
on
right.
top of that, room 0.
Did you find it?
We did not.
Yeah, I kind of knew.
And the biggest concern then comes from my update that I got from Tao.
He told
A
me.
truck that's gone mysteriously missing.
Yeah, he told me about
Happening
the
at
truck.
the same time as the break-in at the pen. My concern, and I'm going to tell you this, my concern that the occupants of room 0 was in that truck. I have a strong suspicion the breakout in the pen was just a diversion.
But why? Okay. Okay, but why steal? Why steal the contents of the truck? Doesn't that just draw attention to the truck? The contents of the truck disappeared.
Right.
Do you think that was just Crux? Wait. So the truck's gone. Okay.
We're still going to continue to try to find room 0. We have to eliminate all possibilities of that.
No, you can't. We can't go down there anymore for a while. Protector's getting weird.
Yeah, tell me about it.
We,
An interesting conversation with him.
Oh, I can only imagine. I'm having to, not me specifically, but security. We're doing a full change in everyone's, where they're allowed and whatnot.
Right.
So what's he got for you?
Just, I'd say he's disappointed at the way things went down, like you said.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. I know shit you don't know. Come on now. Just because you two are old shits. Come on.
I don't know if his heart's in it anymore.
Tell that to the unfortunate people of Afghanistan.
Well, he still knows he has jobs to do. But I just don't think it's in his heart. Just got a feeling about it. But as usual, I have to keep him updated directly, and I'm sure he's going to be looking over my shoulder this entire time, which means he's looking over your shoulder the entire time, and Tao's shoulder.
Yeah.
And, it goes down and down the list.
Yeah.
But I do think we got to follow up on this other thing.
So what's the next play then? I follow the. I changed the algorithm to look for Cain's audio files. Try to catch him talking to somebody. What else? That takes me an hour. What do we do?
Right. We got to trail Synapse somehow or another. We got to find out where.
Without him knowing we're doing it? How?
I have no fucking idea how we're going to do that, but we have to figure out something.
I guess I could go down there tonight, unless you're heading that way. Please tell me you're heading that way. I don't want to put on actual pants.
I could head down that way. I could check into it. But someone else we need to follow up on. I think you can probably handle it on your end. This is a long shot as well. I really don't think there's anything to this one. But if we can look at intangible.
You want to look at intangible. I'd like you to think about that sentence.
Yeah. You know what I mean.
Okay. I'll get a hold of Eugene. Yeah, I'm just going to text him. What am I going to do? Fucking go to his room and hope he's standing there?
Well, I don't. If we can just check logs on him to begin with, we don't have to check up with him directly.
That's going to red flag to him. He's going to ask questions.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
We just think it's kind of suspicious that things are happening and nothing's showing up on the videos. He's the only one around with that ability right now.
I'll try to do it as low key as possible, but yeah, he's gonna. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
that's gonna be awkward, man. God, that's gonna be awkward.
Say it's standard security checks. I don't know.
He's gonna pull the invisible power card. You know that, right? Oh, you're targeting me because I can go blah. Okay, yeah.
You know, we can put it back on and say, who would you expect, or who would you suspect? Then?
No, I know.
You know.
I know.
But anyway, I know this is a shitty time right now for both of us. But we got to follow through.
All right.
All right.
You have ruined the joy of pretzel bites.
You know, you can always finish him before you do any of that.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
Now get the hell out of my room.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. All right, you're outside.
All right. Well, I've got to go do some searching on where Synapse may have been.
Where'd he go?
I've got to probably back to my office and just check security logs. So anything I'm doing at this point is
pretty on record.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's hasn't left the his particular has not left the what quartermaster's area, his section in 10 hours at least. It was like lunch when he last left.
So he's supposedly still down there.
Mm-hmm.
Well then, my plan would be to go down to have a conversation with him, but keep it nonchalant. The reason I'm going there is because I got the text that they had not received their food for the evening.
All right. Go ahead and roll for your training. That's going to be intelligence.
And let's 23.
You feel good about it. You get down there. You get to that kiosk I'd said before with like the mesh, and he talks through it on the thing. You don't see him there.
Is anybody around?
No. At this point, it's later in the evening. There's not many.
The logs show that he's been there for 10 hours.
Yeah, there's a bell on the desk, but I mean, it's a big ass area.
Right. There's no way I can get past it.
No, you don't specifically have the. He basically has to. Him or anybody who works there has to buzz anybody in or out if they're walking in.
With my training, I try to do a mental blast to try to communicate with him. Basically just saying, you up?
You get no response.
At this kiosk, am I able to reach in and find any type of documentation of people signing things out that he would have had to also sign out?
Yeah, you could reach in. It'd be a bit of a tight fit, but you could reach in through the little hole there, the transfer air hole, to reach to the computer if you'd like. You would have to reach your one arm in your head would basically fit. Okay. Roll perception.
Would that be investigation as well, or?
No.
22.
As you reach in and start reaching for the computer, you can see on the floor outside of the desk, just beyond the desk, is the completely flattened and smashed remains of Synapse's wheelchair, along with an extensive blood pool. Thank you very much for watching.
Yay!
Thank you very much for watching. Have an excellent evening. We will be back Sunday with, what is that show? A Distant Star?
Distant Star.
Tuesday, maybe we'll play Fall Guys, and maybe we'll do a research and development. Who knows? And then Wednesday is Crosden, and Thursday is this show, which they're doing a great job. Thank you very much for watching. Have an excellent evening. Good night.
Goodbye, Internet.
Goodbye, Internet.